Hello dear students, how are you? I hope all of you are very well. In the previous classes already you have learned very well, that is what is acid, what is base and what is salt, and also you have learned what is neutralization reaction. Again I am telling, neutralization reaction means when an acid reacts with a base it will form salts, that is called neutralization reaction. Today I will discuss some important questions and we will discuss some important indicators. Okay, let's start. So today's topic acid, base and salts, and today I have make a table with different indicators and how they change their color into acid solution and base solution. Today I will discuss this part with all together. So first indicator, you can see litmus solution. Whenever litmus solution is added into acid, it changes into red color. When this indicator is added into base, it turns blue. Turmeric solution, when added into acid, no change of color, but when added into base, it changes to reddish brown color. China rose in extract, whenever this extract is added into acid solution, it changes to magenta. Magenta means dark pink color, and when it is added into base solution, it turns green color. Phenolphthalein, I think you are not familiar with this indicator. This is a important indicator, or it is a synthetic indicator. It is used to detect the neutralization reaction. I will discuss it later. So you just remember that phenolphthalein is a one kind of indicator, and when it is added into acid solution, it changes to colorless. There is no change of color. Colorless, it remains just like water. Phenolphthalein, when added into base solution, it changes into pink color. It turns pink, right? And here one important thing is there: litmus solution, turmeric solution and China rose extract. These are all natural indicators, but phenolphthalein is not a natural indicator. It's a synthetic indicator. You just keep in mind. Next one, what is salt, and give example. I think you are you know that what is salt. Again I am discussing. When an acid reacts with a base, it forms a new substance that is called salt. I think you know it very well. So here HCl acid reacts with base NaOH, it forms salt, NaCl and water. And you must keep in mind another point, that salts are generally neutral. Salts are generally neutral. Now, why does the temperature of reaction mixture rise up during neutralization? Why does the temperature of reaction mixture rise up during neutralization? I will explain this part. So, this question, the answer will be, when an acid reacts with a base, it evolves heat that is responsible for rising up the temperature of reaction mixture. That means when an acid reacts with a base, it releases some heat. That's why the temperature of the reaction mixture rises. Now another question, it's a MCQ question, you can see. Which indicator is generally used to detect neutralization point? Already I have told. Here phenolphthalein indicator is used to detect neutralization point. Okay, neutralization point means when an acid reacts with a base, it forms a salt, and that particular point is called neutralization point, and this neutralization point will be detected by phenolphthalein indicator. You must keep in mind. What is acid rain and how does it affect our environment? Acid rain, what is acid rain? It's a very important question. You know that different gases are released into our environment as pollutants, like carbon dioxide, sulfur dioxide, nitrogen dioxide, etc. Because nowadays different kinds of industries are growing up, and these industries are generally affect our environment because they are releasing different harmful gases to our environment, right? So what are the harmful gases? Carbon dioxide, sulfur dioxide and nitrogen dioxide. When these gases dissolve in raindrops to form carbonic acid, sulfuric acid, nitric acid respectively. So whenever these gases mixes with water or rainwater, it forms these acids, and these acids when come down to the earth, that is called acid rain. Okay, so acid rain means when these harmful gases mix with these raindrops, they form this kind of acids. So thus the rain becomes acidic. This is called acid rain. Okay. Now how does it affect our environment? It has an adverse effect on our environment. How? Acid rain can cause damage to buildings, historical monuments, plants and animals. Okay. So this is the answer of acid rain and how does it affect our environment. So I hope you have understood all these parts. In the next class, I will discuss the neutralization in everyday life. In the next class, I will discuss. I hope you have understood. Thank you.